So I know that the college football playoff right now is in a bit of a whirlwind at the moment when it comes to strength of schedule, the committee, all those things. But Vanderbilt, who is trying to make their case to put themselves into the playoff, explored scheduling an extra game this weekend as a showcase for the college football playoff committee. My thoughts and opinions on this. But before we get to that, we explored the 13th game option for one reason. This team has earned the chance to keep fighting. Coach Lee has said he'll play anytime, anywhere, and our guys have stepped on the field with phone calls notice. Now get this. The game would have not had counted on Vandy's record. However, the logistics and legislative constraints kept the game from being scheduled. This is also a statement from Trey Wallace. Now, if they would have played a 13th game this weekend, and it would have had to be at a neutral site, perhaps Hawaii, which I've seen that case, okay? And you have to go play a team who maybe has a shot at getting to the playoffs or play a team who has no shot at getting to the playoffs. That is a recipe for disaster. All it takes is a slip, a hit, or anything to go wrong, okay? And a player gets injured on your team, and the committee will look at that and be like, no, we're not going to put them in the playoffs. Think about that. So you play the 13th game, Diego Pavia gets hurt. Yeah, they're not getting put in the playoff. On top of that, you don't know how the weekend's going to pan out, okay, with conference games or what the playoff committee is going to think after they see these games played. And say you play the 13th game, and then you get into the playoff. Now you got to play 4 more games after that, on top of the 13th game that you've already played. So the wear and tear on your body is not going to allow you to be great if you make the run all the way to the national championship. I get Vanderbilt's trying to get their case out there that they need to be in the playoff. There's a lot of teams trying to get out there. 16-team playoff, I know, is in the future. It's going to have to be because we're fighting over 12 teams. Just go to an FCS playoff limit. I also have thoughts on the committee, but it's smart that Vanderbilt will not go through with this game. And it's smart that legislative things have said, no, you can't do this. Because I just think this 13th game would have been terrible if the quarterback would have gotten hurt or other star players would have gotten hurt. It would have made Vanderbilt's chances of getting into the playoff go down completely.